Today we're just going to look at 5 quick tips which will get your ski through the off season without costing you a fortune on the startup next summer. So item number 1 is service and repairs. It's a good time to have a look at your service sticker, see when your next service is due and decide if you've got any issues that you need dealt with. Maybe getting it done early is a good option, gives us time with no pressure. If any parts are required or there's any niggly little problems that need to be sorted out, we can do that without you needing to be back on the water for next weekend. Second thing to have a look at, have a look underneath your hull, see if you've done any damage during the season just gone. Have a good look over your trailer, check your lights, put it on your car, takes 2 seconds to run around your lights, make sure they're all working, and also just throw the car jack underneath it, lift up the wheels and give them a spin and just check your wheel bearings. Right, the other thing while we're talking service and maintenance is accessories and fish finders. If you've got any of that gear or you've got aspiration to have any of that sort of thing fitted, now's the time. No good asking us at Labour Weekend to fit you up with a fish finder. These are the things that you need to do during the off season. Number 2 on the list is what we call flush and fill. Flush the ski really well, use your salt away, and remember that when you finish running the water or the salt away through the ski, to give it a couple of good revs on the throttle to clear the water out of the exhaust pipe. The other thing, fill your fuel tank completely to the brim. Removing that air gap or the half a tank of gas scenario, less room for condensation to form in the tank, less trouble with the in-tank fuel filters at the beginning of next season. Number 3, obvious one, is your battery. You want your battery to be in good condition at the beginning of next season. If you've got a C-Tech system, hook it up to your C-Tech charger, make sure that that stays on right through the off season. If you're using a lead acid battery, don't recommend having it on the C-Tech full time, but just remember every 2 or 3 weeks, turn your C-Tech on for the weekend on a lead acid battery. If you're using one of our quick removal systems so that the battery is able to be kept in the house, same deal. If it's an AGM battery, leave it on the charger right throughout the off season. Last thing on the batteries is that if your battery's getting to 5 years old, it's probably time to replace it. You don't want to risk just running it forever. 5 years out of a battery is a good life, so have a look at what you've got. If it's time to upgrade, definitely get into an AGM battery. Okay, number 4 is seats and covers. If the ski's living inside in your garage, cover off and seats lifted so that there's airflow across the engine bay all the time. If your ski has to live outside, you're going to be working a little bit harder over the winter. Seats on, cover on, and any time that you're home and it's a nice fine day, take all that off, seats off, let it breathe. Condensation's the killer, and if it sits for 3 or 4 months just sweating away under that cover, there's a price to pay for that, and it's all bad come service time. Right, number 5 is a bit of a startup reminder. Just remember, once a month when you go out and you see your ski park there, don't worry about plugging it onto the water. Just put the key on, start the ski up, run it 30 or 40 seconds and then shut it back down. That will circulate the oil around and just keep things ticking over. If you're already looking after your battery, that's not going to be a problem, and with that, circulation of the oil is really going to help that engine over the off season and not going to have any ugly surprises come the beginning of next summer.